everybody. My name's DM Craig.
I'm Silver.
I'm Dalhis.
And I'm Lucia.
And welcome back to Valaclaci.
Yeah! They were thunderstruck!
Yeah, so
sorry.
Speaking of Thunderstruck, what happened? I heard a bolt of some magical sound come out of somewhere.
Yeah, about that. Well, first off, we survived a fight with a mimic. That was a little sketchy, I gotta be honest with you. After that, though, we made it to the ruins,
leveled up, more importantly.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry, yes, you're right, we did. We leveled up, we made it into the ruins, and upon exploring a little bit, we found a room full of skeletons, and it was very scary.
Skelly bros,
but we did manage to survive, albeit it did take a bit out of us to successfully make it through that. But now we're basically sitting in this room with our newly acquired loot and making our decision as to what we were going to do next.
Well, everybody, I'm kind of hurt. Well, not really hurt, I guess. Not any more things. But I'm hurting for
Lucia
key
raises
points.
her eyebrow like,
I'm hurting
excuse me?
for key points. Yes. I would like a rest of at least an hour and a half. Probably longer because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I need to rest to heal up myself and gain back spells.
And in that case, I say we should head back to the wagon, take our loot, and our wagon, and take a little rest, and then hit this again tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So while you guys were clearing all of that out, you guys faced 5 of those guys, correct?
Was it 5 or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5.
Yes, it was
I
5.
think it was 5 Skelly Bros.
Yeah, it was 5.
You had 5 Skelly Bros. So right there, I want one of you to roll a D10. First person to roll a D10.
Ooh, it's not going to be me. I don't have it up yet.
Oh, I win with a 1.
All right. You find 15 silver pieces throughout the random scraps and other things that you were going through. And trust me, having a higher number didn't matter. It was just a random table.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do with anything. You technically could have gotten a lot more at a different number, but you could have gotten a lot less.
All right, 15 silver pieces. Who wants it?
Well, let's put it into what we'll call the pot.
The pot?
Yes, and at the end of it, we have to divide it up evenly, including our new friend here, you know?
Okay, I'm going to... how about this? Actually, as long as weight doesn't really come into effect, can we put it on the wagon and just pretend it's on me? And I can add...
That's fine. That's fine, just to keep things easier.
Yeah.
Keep separate. I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Just for us to keep things easier separated.
Yeah, and if we need to, obviously, we can take that weight into account.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are heading out there? Just wanting to make sure that I'm correct in all this?
Yes, we're going to go back and take a rest and then prepare to go for a deep dive tomorrow.
All right, it is nighttime out there. I'm going to go through and have everybody roll a d20 real quick.
Okay. Oof.
I got a 17.
Dalhis rolls a 15.
All right, Silver
rolls a 3.
Can you roll me a D100, call high or low?
D100 high. 4. Oh, goal. It's opposite day. That's clearly what's going on here. Oh,
Nice, Brian. Very nice.
Hey, you know what? Some people are gifted at things, and other people are just gifted at being bad at rolling.
Well, I had a plan for this, but your bad rolling made me switch plans. So,
oh, come on.
Let's head outside real quick. You guys are heading out to where you have your car parked out here, your cart. How you guys? Silver, you're on watch duty here. We'll say Dalhis is in the tent. Or does Lucia want to be in the tent alone, or is she all right being sleeping alongside Scott in the cart?
Share the cart.
Okay. Wanted to see how you guys would do that, or since Scott is so small, if Dalhis and him would share the cart. And
I have my teddy bear, my teddy dragon back. Dragon bear?
Dragon bear?
Dragon teddy. Wow.
Okay. And so while you're out there, Brian, it gets kind of a little cold where you're at.
Burr.
Is there any chance that you could Give me a D20 roll, a perception check, if you will.
By the way, I'm just putting myself where I'd be if I'm sitting next to the fire, and it's getting cold. Okay, so perception check. You ready?
Yeah, perception check.
Should we take away that dot for Silver? Sorry.
Yes, I'll take away. He is no longer on acid, so I'll take that away.
My perception is at a solid 5.
A solid 5.
A gentleman's 5.
Okay.
That's the entire group will die because of my perception one day. I'm just letting you all know.
I think today is gonna be that day.
I mean, it's not like I crit failed, although I'm within 5 of that.
Okay, as you're looking, you look up and you see a man coming from roughly the direction that you guys just came from. Of course, Silver with his 5 doesn't really piece that together. He just sees a guy coming along in this muddy wooded area that you guys are in. He's coming along and he's hurt. Silver, you're looking at him and you can see he's hurt. And he's kind of limping along. He looks like he's got some adventuring gear on him. And your first thought is like, oh shit, that guy was in there too. Like he was in the fucking place and he must have just gotten out. Mm-hmm. So that's what you see right there. He's about, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from you. He's about 20 feet away when you see him.
Yep. Okay. And by the way, what time of night is this?
I would say, roll me a D4 real quick.
No problem. I rolled a 1.
This is everybody just laid down.
Okay.
So it is still kind of twilight out.
Okay. So I see him and I go, oh my God, are you okay?
He goes, help. I need help.
So I get up to go over to him and I go, Lucia, get out here. This guy needs help. And I run towards the injured individual.
Yeah.
Craig, do you want me to roll perception?
I'm going to say it's pretty early, so you are just deciding if you feel like listening to Silver. You haven't really fallen asleep yet. Like, I'm not joking. It's been, you guys sat there, you crushed all the skeletons, you made the big boom noise, you did all your stuff. You go like, hey, what should we do? We should probably go take a rest and whatnot. So you grabbed all the stuff and you brought it back, and you've maybe settled in for like maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes at max. And you guys all just kind of laid down to rest and try and rest back up.
Okay, and then how would Silver, like, honestly sound? Like, actually panicked, or just like hey, come over here?
He would be like assuming that this guy is hobbling out as bad as he is. Like, if he's looking like he really
Silver, he's hobbling. He's bloody.
Yeah,
like,
he would.
It looks bad.
He would yell out as if he really needed medical attention. So he'd be like, "Get out here!"
Okay, so if Silver sounds pretty panicked, then Lucy is definitely going to come out of the wagon.
Yeah.
And can you not scroll, game? And head on over here and be like, "Oh my god." And we'll do. I used 2, so I can do. Oh fuck! Click the wrong one again. Sorry.
I thought you already used all your spells.
No, I did not use all of them. I used a lot of them.
Oh.
So you come out and you give him a touch. Or no, it's healing. Oh no, you're touching him, right? It's a touch based one.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is touch.
You touch him and you start healing him, and immediately his flesh starts searing.
Okay.
What'd you do?
And immediately you hear this just massive growl come from this man as he leaps back 5 feet. As he leaps back 5 feet, the rain seems to slow down just a little bit as some of the clouds part, and you happen to see the full moon shining down upon him as he transforms into a full-blown werewolf.
Oh no.
All right, everybody, we're going to be doing some initiative here.
Does that do damage? Did that healing thing do damage to him?
No, it did not.
Okay.
In my world, this one did not do damage at this point.
Wrong world.
Or he jumped back quick enough to not really have anything happen.
Yeah, initiative 18.
I did select my tracker. Shut the fuck up. I got a 7 the first time, so.
Okay, and then Scott rolled a 6. What did Dalhis and Silver roll again?
Oh, Silver rolled an 18.
I rolled an 8.
Okay,
I actually rolled a 7, but my thing wasn't selected properly, so.
Okay, well, fix that down.
I'm gonna be honest.
All right, so with
Above
that,
Put her above Scott.
Sorry.
8, 6, 7.
Sorry, I thought I put it down in the right spot. Silver, it's now your turn against the werewolf.
All right. At this point, Silver yells.
I'm kind of like glaring at.
Silver yells to Lucia, "Run!" And he turns to the werewolf. Unlimited power. And I cast my it's in my witch's bolt at him.
Okay.
And so I'm going to cast that. It is a 15.
Okay.
Or I roll a 15 for the attack.
And that's just a range check on him, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's a range check of 15 on that one.
All right. Yep. That's going to hit the wolf.
All right. And I do 8 damage.
All right. So the green bar again, remember enemies are going to be green bar for the time being.
Yep. That's fine. I'm all right with that.
He takes 8 of the damage and immediately or I guess if you want to move, you have more stuff you can do. My apologies.
No, I'm going to stand still because I have to concentrate. I can't run around now that I've activated this.
All right.
And I did that. And I did that just so I could try to obviously keep her, or let her get out of there because this will mess him up a bit.
All right, and he is in pure rage mode. So initially he was turned by the touch of Lucia, but now he has lightning coursing through his body. So he is going to leap into action against Silver himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually going to take a multi-attack out on Silver. Oops, I didn't mean to actually just click that. He is going to bite at him. And 15, does that hit?
It does.
Okay. And if it hits, you have to be have to beat a DC 12 or you will be cursed with lycanthropy.
No, God, I'm already like a part dragon, part elf, part man. Oh man. Okay. All right. So what do I have to do exactly? I'm sorry.
Constitution.
A Constitution saving throw. So go over to the saving throw portion and click the Constitution one.
Okay, saving throws. Constitution. You ready?
This is gonna go well.
Yeah! Silver rolls a 16.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
I was like,
God.
did I seriously just have to make it where I have to track lunar cycles?
I literally, my saving throw bonuses or whatever are in charisma and constitution. Those are the 2 things that I have that are like I get little bonuses in.
Thank goodness.
Okay, you still end up taking 10 points of piercing damage though.
Don't it feel good? That brings me down to 7 health for the.
That's
so
also
everyone,
gonna break concentration.
Yes,
right?
it will.
Oh yeah, it will.
That will break concentration.
Absolutely, it will.
Okay. That was his move. Now to move on to Dalhis.
Can I sneak out through the woods and come up right behind him?
If you want to, I'm assuming, can you roll a perception to kind of see if you figured out what's going on to kind of keep your wherewithal of, yep.
I rolled a 15.
You figured it out well enough to try and do something along those lines. And you can just kind of tell me where in the woods you are since it won't let you drag yourself into the woods. Just give me
So
roughly where you're trying to go.
Oh, just kind of like just through the edge of the woods and sneak around just right behind him.
Okay. Well, can you just move your character? Can you make a stealth check for me?
Oh, his roll's an 11.
Not good. I don't know if you know this about werewolves, but they've got a pretty good sense of smell and other things.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but he does not catch you on this. He was so pissed off that he was getting electrocuted by lightning. He was not paying attention to his surrounding area.
Okay, I'm going to attack with, of course, the dragon tooth. And I roll an 18.
There you go.
And I'm guessing that will hit. Or no.
And what type of damage does Dragon Tooth do?
I think it's slashing.
Slashing damage. So you go through and you take the fight right to him and you slash right across his back, and he howls in pain as you see the skin ripple away and then form right back up and heal right over top of what he was just doing.
Oh God. I quickly try to do a kick at the knee.
And what type of... Okay, go ahead.
That's...
Is this a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, what type of damage is that? Just bludgeoning, probably?
I think it's just
probably
bludgeoning.
I would say, yeah, sounds like bludgeoning.
Okay. You go through...
Do I still have advantage or with that move since I was stealthy or no?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage on this one. You go through and you kick at his knee, and you can hear the bone snap underneath, and his balance kind of shifts, but then he brings it back, and you can hear just this grinding of back together, and then you can see him put his entire weight back on that leg as if nothing happened.
Radio.
It is now Scott the Gnome's turn.
Please, Scott, put this together.
Please have silver weapons.
Hell, throw the coins at him. I don't care.
So as Scott, again, as he has before, dips into the shadows, none of you even noticed him get out of the cabin. He leaps out to try and take on this werewolf, but the werewolf sniffs in the air right after his knee forms back together, turns his head and sees Scott right as Scott's coming up to take a stab at him. So he no longer has sneak attack, but he gets in a shot with his dagger, and he's able to pierce right into the side of the wolf. And you can see as he does it that the wolf howls in pain yet again, but there's a little bit of smoke coming off the wound that Scott put into this into the wolf himself. And then as he pulls the blade back out, you see the wound is not forming back over. And it is now Lucia's turn.
All right.
I'll put it this way, Lucia. The amount you touched him earlier, he backed away before anything could happen. I'll have that said.
So my first actual action.
But you did see smoking when you touched him.
Okay. And he howled and he obviously didn't like
right.
it.
Just yep.
Okay, so my first thing is I got my 2 new spells. That's all I got left. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna use one of them, which is Prayer of Healing. Now, Prayer of Healing, let me just double check. It will affect up to 6 creatures that I can see within 30 feet.
Okay.
So everybody that I choose within 30 feet is going to get 17 healing.
Okay.
So that's going to be myself, Silver, and Mr. Werewolf here.
Okay.
Is going to get hit with that as well.
Your class is incredible. 17 healing for everybody within 30 feet?
Is that a level 2 spell?
It is.
Okay.
That's insane.
Right.
Well, it's because everything I have is in healing.
Right. No, I'm not that's fantastic.
So the people that are down in health, who's all down in health right now?
I am.
Just you?
Yep.
And myself also, because I had raised it because we were resting, but I took it back down to where it was actually supposed to be.
Right, because you guys didn't get a rest in actually.
Right.
So, but you healed up everybody else, so everybody else would have been good. Okay.
Yes.
So you go through and do that. Everybody else, you feel the surge of healing magic course through your body. Silver, you do for sure, and you feel any wounds that you had suffered from the bite. It instantly cures off any of the blood that may have seeped into your blood because it was such a quick acting thing. And you see the howl of the wolf as he rears.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. It takes up to 10 minutes to cast this.
Oh, shit.
No. Going back down in the old health.
A round would not be.
A round would not be. A round is 6 seconds per round.
I literally didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
And put that right back up.
Plan B.
Well, I do have a bonus. I was going to use my bonus action regardless.
I'll say, well,
I can cast first level spells as second level spells, right?
Yes, you can. It just takes away the second level spell slot. So you'd be able to cast another first level spell instead of the second level spell.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Silver here. I unfortunately did not set up spells in higher spell slots. So whatever number it rolls, add 2, because that's what it is when it...
Okay.
I haven't set that up yet. So 8 to Silver. I'm in touching distance.
Silver's back up to 15 health.
Yes.
Nice.
And then my bonus action is to cast this other new spell of mine, the Spiritual Weapon. I can find it in this long ass list. There we go.
Okay, and how does Spiritual Weapon work? I just want to make sure.
Okay. We'll probably eventually want to sit down and create like a thing for it because it technically does create sort of another character.
Okay.
So I create a floating spectral weapon within range. It lasts for duration, which is only 1 minute, so just a couple rounds.
You get 10 rounds. You get 10 rounds out of it, though.
When you cast it, you make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Okay.
On a hit, the target takes force damage to the 1d8 there, plus the spell casting. So that's all programmed. So this is just a melee attack, is all it is.
With a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll say that's the spiritual weapon then?
Yep.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can move it up to 20 feet and repeat the attack within 5 feet, of course, because it's melee.
Okay, so you can cast, attack with the weapon, move the weapon, attack again with the weapon. Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, creating the weapon was a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And then, so I can still do whatever I want, and then as a bonus action, I can continue to control the weapon.
Okay. So basically the weapon becomes just an extension of another like player for you. Perfect.
So and I don't have to concentrate or anything for it to stay around.
Okay. So for right now, you're just casting it, bring it to life, and then next round you'll be able to actually swing with it.
Correct.
But casting it does damage, doesn't it?
Well,
I thought it said that.
When I bring it to life, it attacks.
Like right away.
Yeah, it's gonna attack right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. That's what I didn't.
That's what I was. Craig didn't understand.
Sorry.
I was thinking you meant like the cast just to bring it to life is 1 turn, and then next round. Okay,
yeah,
so
like I bring it back and it attacks, and now I can control its movements and stuff to continue to attack.
Yeah, so you can attack once here, and then next round you'll be able to move and attack again with it. Okay, all right,
so
perfect.
the
Now
attack was a 19, so it's just a straight melee attack.
Okay.
And then so it's going to do 8 force damage if the 19.
Yep, and the
hits.
19 does hit. You said it's force damage, not radiant.
It is force, yeah. The form of the weapon is based off like whatever deity you follow, but
it's not radiant damage though.
The weapon can take whatever form you choose. Clerics of deities who are associated with a particular weapon, such as Thor for his hammer, would make the spell's effect resemble that weapon. So right. I don't think it changes the type of damage.
It's not changing the type of damage. So okay, yeah. So he is going to go through and he's going to take that 8 damage here. Okay, and so that's your bonus action. Now it's back to Silver then.
Okay. So I have a question for you. New abilities. I was going to Misty Step away, but I don't know if because it is considered a teleport. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity for me to teleport away if it's an instantaneous movement?
Honestly, I don't think.
I would say
I don't think it would.
No. I mean, you can see that it's considered.
Because I think the attack of opportunities come from the fact that you're moving within a 5-foot square.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that I'm going to say Misty Step does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay. For those of you at home, what this is that it's you briefly are surrounded by a silvery mist, and you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So I'm going to use my to teleport away.
I'm going to say unoccupied means something that doesn't have like a living creature that's like can move and whatnot. Like I wouldn't let you teleport on top of the horse, but I'd let you teleport on top of the wagon. I'm just giving examples. Like you can't get on top of the horse with it, but you'd maybe be able to teleport on top of the wagon. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Or like a rock or a tree, you'd be able to maybe teleport up there, but you wouldn't be able to teleport like on top of Dalhis's shoulders.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure I had that. Like that's
I can do an acrobatic save if that's really what you want to do.
So I'm just gonna go.
I don't know why you want to do that, but I think you should do that.
I mean, it does specify unoccupied, so I don't think he could even if.
I know.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go back 15 there, like where I'm still like have a clear line of sight at him, and I could fire my firebolt without any obstructions because it is considered a bonus action.
Yep,
it does not count as my major thing there.
That's correct.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the wolf.
Okay.
And I roll 8. Dang it.
Roll of 8. So you throw the firebolt, and it kind of whizzes right by the wolf. Doesn't even singe his fur. You actually get more closer to hitting Dalhis than you do the wolf itself. That's all your That's all your actions that you're taking.
That's all I can do.
Okay. The werewolf is going to take his action. He is surrounded by enemies right now, but he is going to turn and he is going to claw at Dalhis. Oop, nope. My apologies. Oh, no. Here we go. So as he went through and attempted his bite to try and turn Silver earlier, the failed portion of that has him turning not back into a human, but into a hybrid form where he is both man and wolf at the same time. And he's able to, as he forms back, he still has his spear in his hand. And then he's going to attack with his left hand that does not have the spear that has his claws. And doesn't a 15 hit Dalhis?
Yes, it does.
And Dalhis is going to take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And he is not going to move because he is just absolutely surrounded. He knows he's going to get pelted by a lot of people if he tries to get out of there right now. Dalhis, it is your turn. Can you roll me an intelligence check?
Okay. Dear Lord, where did it go? Here it is. Oh,
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 on that one.
Nice.
So Dalhis kind of takes into account after his a slash with Dragon Tooth didn't work. He still went after the kneecap, and then he noticed, that didn't work either. He kind of puts 2 and 2 together and goes, okay, something's different about this thing, and he is not hurt by anything I did. He's knowing I got to think differently on this before I attack again.
Yeah. I don't really have much else to do, unfortunately. But let's.
Wait, hold on. You got a pretty good intelligence roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, would the form?
I think he just knows that there's nothing he can do, though. That's the point of the intelligence thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
would the reverting back to the kind of hybrid form help my weapons? Do you think I would know?
I mean, that's not even.
Right,
I was just thinking, like, would he put together that like the physical stuff really wasn't working, and that maybe his acid breath would do something.
Yeah, the problem with that, I think that would be my move, but there's other people almost doing
You
that.
also used it today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dang it!
I haven't rested.
When did you use it last? Oh yeah, you used it in the
on the
thing.
skeleton.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have no key points back yet since you didn't really get a full rest in?
Nope. Unless we've rested 30
It was
minutes.
only like 10, 15 minutes or 10 to 20 minutes is what I said was the max
Who
of
rolled
it.
so shitty to get us into this encounter?
I don't know.
You rolled really bad.
I did. It's all my fault.
There could have been an evil kitten that came out, but no, you had to roll so bad. I was like, well.
At this point, I'm going to just try to use one of the darts that I have stuffed in my belt just to do a quick stab,
Well, and with that intelligence roll, you kind of figured out that, your weapons aren't really working, that maybe you could do something else to try and hinder this guy from attacking your friends as well. Instead of just attacking him back and forth where it might not do anything, Dalhis is thinking, well, maybe I can do something that will make it where this guy can't attack my friends.
Yeah, okay. I will try. I will try to do I don't know. He's facing me, right?
Yeah, he just turned and took a swipe at you.
So let's. Obviously, he's looking at me. I don't really want to grab him from the front. So if I could do a summon my monk acrobatic skills,
okay,
kind of try to do a quick jump over him since I am massive and grab his back.
So you're going to kind of take him around and grab him from behind.
Yeah,
then.
like try to like do a quick jump or something over him.
All right. Can you give me an acrobatics check?
That is. I want it.
That was roll to 23.
You are able to nimbly jump, pat the wolf on the head, not in a nice manner, but like a slapping manner. And as you land behind him, you get the ability to attempt to take a hold of him and get him into a bear hug from behind to stop him from using any of his weapons, which will initiate a strength versus strength battle to see if you can hold him.
Oh man, why does this happen too often?
And you grip right onto him and you hold him tight, and he sits there and he's just struggling, trying to get out of it. And I'm going to say that's your entire turn, sir. Scott, knowing he sees this and goes, this is my chance. This guy can't fight back. He goes through and he takes a well-aimed, where did Scott's fucking thing go? Here it is. He takes his dagger out and tries to stab it right into the heart of this werewolf. And he pierces the skin, able to go through and then and kind of reel off a little bit of damage, taking down a decent amount. And then just as a nice little how do you do to him, he wow, he gets the knife into the heart and just twists it, and you can see just gore spilling from this wolf's body and smoke billowing out of the open wound that he has now created. The wolf's still fighting, but you can tell he's on his last legs right now. Lucia, it is now your turn.
So being that he's grabbed by Dalhis, I can walk away now without an attack of opportunity, correct?
That is correct.
Gotta do that.
You're blocking Silver if it makes it to his turn.
Do we actually have a fire set up? We do.
Yeah, there's a fire right next to you to your left.
Okay, I'll go there then. That would make a little more sense.
It's technically a wall sconce, but it's set up to have the light effect already for the map.
Yeah,
so
no,
I used it.
Gotcha. My point is I can't stand there is my point.
No,
yes.
I don't suggest it.
I'm going to...
Burning damage?
I don't have... Well, I guess you technically could. I have that prepared.
It's the sword, Luke.
Can you guys see, like...
And technically it is force damage. So wait, use the force, Lucia.
Well, I will. It's a yeah, I get to use the force action all the time. All right, this will be my last spell. We're going to give this an attempt here with the guiding bolt. 9, I don't
9
so.
And a 9, because you would have had the
right.
you would have had advantage. And you send the guiding bolt just whizzing by both the Scott, Dalhis, and the wolf.
Yep. Okay. So then the weapon can move, but it doesn't really need to, I don't think.
Nope, you kind of held it there.
The attack doesn't change, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. So basically, if I just do the same thing, it's a 14.
The what do we call it? What's the weapon called? What's the weapon called?
Spiritual weapon.
The spiritual weapon levels itself down very slowly as it tries to find the perfect mark, and then just in an instant goes right into the wolf's heart, and you hear him howl out in pain as his head droops down, and he reverts back to his human form and goes completely limp.
I hate these ruins. Is everybody okay?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Why couldn't I hurt him? Everything.
I'm gonna start this spell now.
So you went through and you took down the werewolf.
I take it there's nothing on the werewolf?
Give me 1 second. I will see if there's anything on the werewolf.
The weapon would...
The spear disappeared with his form. It must have been some form of
my spiritual weapon would disappear at this point.
Spectral weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 turns.
He was a CR3, I think, wasn't he? Yeah, so you guys are going to get 700 experience for him.
Whoa!
Holy shit, 20.
All right, for somebody roll me a D10 real quick.
We're at what, 23?
They beat me to it.
We're 2,300, right?
Got a 3.
You guys get 12 silver pieces off of them.
All right, put it in the cart. Just
Yep, just put it in the cart.
27. Okay.
One's level 4, 2,700.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit.
How close are you?
Silver, we're at
400 away.
2,200.
Wait, 22 or 23? I did math wrong. You were correct. 22.
Right, 22.
Dalhis and Silver, you guys will heal now because I'm going to cast that 10-minute spell. Unless we get interrupted in the next 10 minutes, it's going to go through.
All right. So I'm going to just let you know so you don't have to sit here and wait and try and roll and do this other stuff. You're not getting attacked for the rest of the night.
Yay! I was almost out of spells.
So you guys can just take your rest.
I would like to wake up early, a little bit earlier than normal, and cast my dark vision again, then immediately go back to a quick, hour-long morning meditation.
Okay, well, I'll accept that. All right with that.
Actually, that's a way to be smart about it.
Well, you guys get your rest on, and you guys wake back up the next morning, and you're good to go.
All right, so this time around, we're going to be smarter about it, and because we're not going to be able to retreat back every time, if we're going for the deep dive.
Agreed.
So are we all going to, in an effort to survive longer down there, are we going to bring things like bedrolls or something?
I would say,
or what would we need to bring effectively is what I'm asking, I guess.
So we need to bring, I have my 2 rations on. We would probably need to bring a couple more, and then probably our bedrolls and any kits we want. And I'll probably bring an extra torch. No, I don't need a torch. I'm good.
So let's just say that we all bring. We'll plan at max 3 days down there, or is that not enough? Or 5 days worth of rations.
Well, let's take 5 days, but let's intend on coming out in 3.
So are you guys heading straight back into it with all of your stuff that you kind of gathered around? All right, so I'm gonna say that you guys are in that front hallway, if you remember, where it was forward was enemies, right was a ghost.
Yes.
I'm just seeing if you guys changed your mind, if you're gonna continue into the room that you were just in beforehand.
I would say we would continue the same direction.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you guys took precautions to make sure that skeletons weren't going to pop back up. You kind of slowly, Scott took his time dismantling the lock, picking the lock again. Or actually, you guys didn't even lock it. He just slowly opened the door and he took his stealth into it and looked around, and he did not see anything in there. So now you guys are back in the room that you guys fought the skeletons.
Okay.
And you guys have the floor from here. You just tell me what's going on.
All right. So at this point, since we all have dark vision, ability to see or whatever, I'm assuming we would be discussing who's going to lead, in what order.
Mm-hmm.
Dalhis, do you want to lead, or who do you want to lead?
I'll lead. Sure.
Okay. So
we have 2 options. We have a door down this way to the bottom of the room, or this big open area to our left.
Oh, that's a door?
Yeah.
This area here?
Yeah, but
while they're discussing that, I'm just going to look around to see if I see any type of markings or symbols or anything that would tell me anything about these ruins.
Okay. So right now, Brian, and Michelle, for both of you, when you see this, if Licia, you can see the bottom right area as well, right in front of Silver.
I see what looks like a pile of sticks and half a square. Yes.
Yeah. Whenever you see that square area, that means that's a door.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it was an open area, if it was a wall, it'd be straight down. See how it kind of cuts a square in half, like your vision.
Yeah.
That means it's a door. Whenever you see that square there.
Okay.
Okay.
So open room or closed door. Silver feels bad about last night, so he's letting them pick.
Okay, so Lucia, though, since you're the one that kind of is paying attention, you guys don't notice this, but on one of the walls, you see there's some ruins on the east wall.
Okay.
Oh, and these aren't bones. Excuse me. This is a pile of torches. I apologize. I thought they were bones.
Oh, that's torches. I'm
Those
sorry.
are a bunch of torches down there. There's a pile of them. There's 10 torches right there.
Are we just saying north is always up?
North is always going to be up constantly.
Okay.
in every map, north should be up. And then if it turns into a thing where I negate myself because of something, we'll deal with that later.
Got it.
North is always up. So the east wall, you see some ruins on there, and you don't really, you can't really understand what it is.
Okay. It's like a picture of ruins, is what you're saying?
No, like runes, like R-U-N-S.
Oh, runes. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
R-U-N-E-S.
Got it.
My apologies.
But I can't understand it.
No, you have no idea what it says.
Okay.
What are your languages?
Elvish, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Nope, you don't know what it is.
Okay.
And nobody else looked at it, so you guys don't see the runes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to point them out, though, to see if anybody can read them.
Okay, does anybody have different languages than what she just mentioned?
Yes.
No.
I have every language.
Okay.
I do.
Please explain.
100 years ago, when I picked my first level spells, I chose something that I've never used before, but I can use in this particular situation, which is a first level spell called Comprehend Languages. And if it's written and I touch it, I can understand it and read it.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
If it's spoken, I can understand the literal meaning of what I'm reading. So, or hearing.
Okay, well, I'll give it to you when she points it out to you, you notice it's a language you don't know offhand. So
yep. So I'm going to ask before I do that, though. I'm going to go, hey, I can read this, guys. It will cost me I'm going to have to use some magic to do it. And I turn to our good friend Scotty and say, hey, Scotty, do you know what this is? I don't want to have to use this if I don't have to.
He shrugs and he goes, I don't know what that is. He goes, I know common and I know gnomish, and that's neither one of them.
All right. Well, as far as I'm concerned, some knowledge is better than no knowledge. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. So I'm going to use my Comprehend Languages spell. Do you want me to read it, the actual definition for those people at home?
Sure.
Okay.
Just
briefly. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read one page of text. The spell.
Jesus. Slow reading.
It is, but I mean, to be fair, it's and this lasts for a full hour.
It's magic.
Yeah, and it lasts for a full hour. So
just on what you touch, though.
What? I mean,
or are you saying like you turn it on and then
I turn it on and then I can understand
the
everything for the next hour is the way I understood it. So,
all right, as long as I just wanted to make sure I understood how it was meant.
Yep. And say spell doesn't decode secret messages. It's in a text or glyph, such as an arcane symbol. It isn't part of a written language. So, okay, I go over and I touch the rune, and what does the rune say? And I will share this with the group, so you can feel free to you know what I mean. Like I'd literally be reading it out loud as I read it with my,
Okay, so you go up and you touch it, and after spending not very long on it, because it's only one sentence is written on that wall. It says 1 step forward, 7 steps back.
1 step forward, 7 steps back. Huh. I turn to the group with a sheepish smile and shrug. What thoughts?
Let's go through this other way. The way the wall is not facing.
So which door are you talking about?
The big open room.
Okay.
So you want to go toward the open thing. Lucia, do you have a thought on this real quick before we go into the other room?
No. I feel like we should keep this in mind and possibly come back to it on our way out.
Okay, we're gonna leave these torches here for now. Then,
ask. Does Scott need any torches?
No, he can't really carry a lot, and he's got his clothes, which have a little bit of armor on it, and he's like, I really can't carry anymore.
Are torches even gonna help us in game? Because I've never used them, so.
Yeah, I mean, does he need to see like we do?
Gnomes have dark vision.
Okay, cool. That's really why I was asking.
And is a torch gonna give us better vision than what we all have right now, or no? I've never used a torch. I honestly don't know. Torches,
I mean, not if you have dark vision, you can already see in the dark. So it does you two nothing. Let's assume Dulhis did not cast the dark vision spell on himself.
Right. Okay.
He would definitely
blind.
do.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, if he was in here, because you guys, I forgot to tell you this. So there's these ruins. It looks like everything's kind of collapsed where there used to be a structure above. But it's been old and decayed. Like, you literally don't know how long this has been here.
Right.
It could have been here for millennia in its ruined state. So,
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't take a torch because I can't. My weapon's two-handed. I can't carry it and be ready.
And you have dark vision.
Yeah.
So, but you guys are underneath. You're underground. So there is no light coming in from anywhere.
Gotcha.
So Dalhis, in any other case, would definitely need the torch, but he did cast dark vision.
I have torches already in my inventory.
Okay.
In case I run out.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Which way, fellow travelers?
I turn to as I like Lucia's idea. We can come back to the torches in this door and go through there. Just remember what it said for later purposes, and we'll
Roger that.
And we'll go from there. And I'm sure Lucia would probably write it down, knowing her.
Okay. Well, one thing I guess I did not tell you is where I just put silver up here. That is where it is written on that wall.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Shall I just keep walking into this room? Good to move.
Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. All of you guys roll initiative real quick.
Okay.
Yep. I got turn order up already.
Dalhis rolls a 10.
Scott's just gonna follow along.
Okay.
He's not gonna do anything. So basically, you guys are gonna move around in that order. You're just gonna move and tell me if you're gonna do anything once you get to that new location.
Okay. Not a problem.
You have what? Your movement speed of 30?
No, you can go a little bit further, and then I'll tell you if you guys need to
Stop
kind of
or something.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna go into something else. So just in that order, go through. Just kind of move your character. So Lucia, it's your turn right now. Just move where you're wanting to go check out. Yep, and you can move on into that room if you're wanting to see what's going on.
I guess I probably should do perception if I'm trying to look around before I go in to really see if I really see anything.
Okay.
16.
Yep. From what you see, you don't really see much. It looks like kind of just like a really big empty room. It's actually just, I mean, it's purely empty inside of there.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of be like, all right, everyone, we can step in here and then kind of look around. I'll just kind of move like to there.
Okay. And
All right, Silver, your turn.
Yep. Then I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to also be looking around the room, wanting to see what the heck is going on in here, if anything. I would probably actually put myself more like right here and be like, yep, big room, all right.
Yep. Dalhis, it's now your turn.
Yep, it's a big room. There is a door at the southwest corner.
Okay, so Dalhis tells you guys there's a door in the southwest corner.
To the
All
door!
Right. Next person. Lucia, it's your turn again.
There's also a door in the northwest corner.
You guys have a door. You got doors on the north and the south, basically.
All right. Well, in that case, let's go. Let's pick a direction. So there's three. There's three. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
What's up?
Would Lucia have the? I mean, not exact, but general knowledge, I guess, that north door would kind of lead sort of in the direction of the ghost that they initially avoided. I know it's gonna not exact.
Give me a survival roll. Give me a survival roll.
21.
You know that you're like, okay, the hallway went that way, because I'll say that you guys kind of investigated that hallway a slight bit. Like, the hallway went up, and it kind of curved around, and it's kind of leading into that general area. So yeah, you're like, yeah, that's kind of the direction that ghost that Scott was saying the ghost was in. Oh, Scott followed along. If I don't bring Scott over, somebody tell me every once in a while.
Okay. All right.
So you guys can kind of discuss what you're wanting to do here, or we can go continue in turn order and you just tell me what's going on.
Dalhis, let's just go south and say on Lucia's recommendation, let's do this thing.
Fair enough to me. Scott, test the door.
All right, Scott goes over and he puts his hand on the door. He's kind of checking around. He is looking. He goes, the door just seems to be locked. It doesn't seem to be like any traps or anything on it. You guys want me to pick it?
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Go for it, Scott. Scotty.
So Scotty comes in, just pretty much puts the lockpicks in there and does one movement with his hands, and you hear it go click and open right up. And he goes, well, that was easy. And he slowly turns the lock and then kind of looks back at you guys, goes, all right, what do you guys want to do? And we'll go back. It's now Dalhis's turn.
I will go first through the door and use my stealth to try to open the door and get a good look inside.
Okay. Okay, you now have the door opened.
All right. It looks like right now it's a hallway that goes off to the west. So I'm going to, of course, still continue down, and it's a U-turn. There's not much here.
What?
Going to continue stealthily walking.
You guys can follow along with him if you want,
corner,
so that you guys can kind of see what's going on.
And I need to move my.
And I'm all right with, for the most part, not having to turn your character to make sure you know where you're walking.
Okay.
I'll figure out at certain points when you guys need to be paying attention.
We got a hallway quite long with looks like possibly a doorway on the left side.
All right, keep on creeping, buddy.
Okay. Slowly moving up. Okay, we're in a maze. Shit. I don't think there's anything up here. I'm going to check. Nope. One way to go. Shall we continue?
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep on rolling.
What the
I just
hell?
want to let you know, this looks funny because I can see the entire map.
Yeah.
This is great from my point of view.
Long hallway again. Okay. We're continuing on.
All right.
And again, just imagine Scott's kind of like in tow the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm
Scott,
moving some other stuff around.
We need you again. We got a door.
Scott comes.
Oh yeah, there's a door.
Scott comes forward and he looks at the door. I need to make sure I know which door we're here. This is the. He goes through and puts his hand on it. He checks for some traps. He doesn't think there's any traps alongside with this door. He goes through and he puts the lockpick in there because he can tell it's not opening. He tried to open the door. He's like, okay. And he tries to put the lock in there and he goes, guys, it's unlocked, but the door's stuck.
Let me try.
And he moves out of the way.
Don't worry, Dalhis has the key.
Yeah.
It's called his shoulder.
I'm gonna try to push the door, with a lot of strength, but still slowly.
Okay, still slowly and push. Okay, so you push on it, trying to put some effort into it, but without causing any ruckus, and the door doesn't really budge. You feel like you're going to have to probably put a little bit more shoulder into it, and it's probably going to make a little bit of noise, but you might be able to do it, but you're going to have to do a strength check to see if you really get it without it making a lot of noise.
Might as well try. If everyone's in agreement, unless we want to go north back there.
Nope, we're doing this.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, buddy.
So you put your shoulder into the door and crack. All you did was make a lot of noise.
Yeah, we try again.
Let's try pulling.
Pulling doesn't work.
Okay. Just making sure it wasn't that
Yeah, it
way.
wasn't one of those
I did not go that in depth to figure out where the hinges were.
That would have been an asshole move, but fucking funny. Shall we try again?
Yep.
All right, another strength check.
This rolls a 16.
You go through and you put your shoulder a little bit further into it, and it makes an almighty clatter as the door swings open and smacks against the wall behind it.
Oh, God.
And you guys are free to move around again.
We got room with light.
Yay, room with light.
Okay.
What
is that?
What's that?
Are these chests?
So as you come into the room, the things that you're noticing immediately is there's a wooden table down on the south part of the wall, as well as like there's some crates over on the left. There's wooden crates. One of them's open with nothing in it. And in the bottom, there's also a bunch of broken like pallets and other wood and other things of that nature kind of scattered around on the south there. And you look around and there's really nothing else going on, but you swear to God that you hear a little bit of chirping, like birds chirping.
Which direction are the birds coming from?
It sounds like everywhere from how you're standing, but it's really faint.
I'd like to look up.
you look up and you just see a ceiling, maybe about 15. It's maybe about a 15-foot ceiling above you. And that's what this whole place has kind of felt like. It's just about a 15-foot ceiling.
Well, looks like we have 3 doors to choose from this time.
I like to investigate the crates.
Okay.
Before we go in here, and I want to look in them and around here.
You guys have opened up the crates and looked around them, and they just seem to be completely empty. There's cobwebs in them. You think they've been empty for a long time.
Okay, but there's nothing in them at all.
Lucy is gonna
cobwebs and spiders if you want to grab those. And not awesome massive spiders that have awesome silk, just standard old cobwebs.
Boo, boring spiders.
At this point, Lucy is going to kind of like, kind of make a face, and she's just going to be like, you know what, I don't understand what Cyril wants in here. Like, there's nothing here. And he never told us what we were supposed to be looking for, and I don't understand what he would want out of this place.
He said it wasn't sex shops. He wants dildos. We can bring him back some wood.
Yeah, we'll just keep. I have a hunch, guys, that we've just barely scratched the surface, and we're just gonna have to keep on diving deeper and deeper into this place. And unfortunately, right now we're as badly as I don't want to admit it. I think we're only at the surface level.
I tend to agree. There's already been a lot of spider webs off to where we could go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that will be it for this week. You guys are able to go through, get inside the dungeon here that I have made, and start kind of exploring the catacombs and the twisting hallways that is these ruins.
Yay!
And we will see all of you next week.